It's Lynn's Learned English. Today we will talk about present perfect continuous with a preposition for. For can also be considered as a conjunction in which it can connect a group of words. In this way, a sentence can make sense or a thought can make sense. To start a sentence in present perfect continuous with a preposition for, we will need these words has or have been with regular verbs or irregular verbs. Example sentences of present perfect continuous with a preposition for. I have been missing him for so long. Have been missing is a present perfect continuous. The word miss is a base verb. For us to turn the base verb miss to present perfect continuous, we will have to add the letters ing. What makes the word miss to be considered as a regular verb? The reason behind it because miss can be added with the letters ed. For the base verb to be considered as a regular verb, it must be end with the letters ied or ed. That is one of the grammar rules in English. Let us proceed with the other examples of present perfect continuous with a preposition for in regular verbs. She has been preparing the examination for 2 weeks. He has been mixing the macaroni salad for 5 minutes. It has been cooking for an hour. You have been dancing for 6 hours now. We have been cleaning the house for almost 3 days. They have been tossing the coins for 10 minutes. Bernadette has been enjoying to be an American citizen for 8 years. Nyla and Riley have been celebrating friendship for 2 years. The children have been playing around the playground for 2 hours. Let us turn these sentences into negative form in which we will need the word never. I have never been missing him for so long. She has never been preparing the examination for 2 years. He has never been mixing the macaroni salad for 5 minutes. It has never been cooking for an hour. You have never been dancing for 6 hours now. We have never been cleaning the house for almost 3 days. They have never been tossing the coins for 10 minutes. Bernadette has never been enjoying to be an American citizen for 8 years. Nyla and Riley have never been celebrating friendship for 2 years. The children have never been playing around the playground for 2 hours. We can also turn these sentences into questions in which we will need the word ever. Have I ever been missing him for so long? Has she ever been preparing the examination for 2 weeks? Has he ever been mixing the macaroni salad for 5 minutes? Has it ever been cooking for an hour? Have you ever been dancing for 6 hours now? Have we ever been cleaning the house for almost 3 days? Have they ever been tossing the coins for 10 minutes? Has Bernadette ever been enjoying to be an American citizen for 8 years? Have Nyla and Riley ever been celebrating friendship for 2 years? Have the children ever been playing around the playground for 2 hours? Let us move on to the examples of present perfect continuous with a preposition for in irregular verbs. I have been making cookies for quite some hours. Have been making is a present perfect continuous. The base verb is make. If we turn the base verb make into past participle, it can become as the word made. What makes it to be considered as an irregular verb? The reason behind it because make as the base verb can be turned as made with past tense and past participle. It stays the same. So that's what makes it to become an irregular verb. What after the noun cookies is a preposition for. The preposition for connect another group of words to complete a sentence. To be continued with the examples of present perfect continuous with a preposition for in irregular verbs. She has been growing plants for 5 years now. He has been paying his debts for 3 years. It has been taking care of Miss Caitlin for 2 years. You have been keeping this souvenir of mine for a long time. We have been reading a poem repeatedly for 4 hours. They have been buying needs and wants for days. Bernadette has been leading the way for 3 hours. Nyla and Riley have been feeling joyful for some hours. The children have been writing letters in a notebook for 30 minutes. Let us turn these sentences into negative form, in which we will need the word never. I have never been making cookies for quite some hours. She has never been growing plants for 5 years now. He has never been paying his debts for 3 years. It has never been taking care of Miss Caitlin for 2 years. You have never been keeping the souvenir of mine for a long time. We have never been reading a poem repeatedly for 4 hours. They have never been buying needs and wants for days. Bernadette has never been leading the way for 3 hours. Nyla and Riley have never been feeling joyful for some hours. The children have never been writing letters in a notebook for 30 minutes. We can also turn these sentences into questions, in which we will need the word ever. Have I ever been making cookies for quite some hours? Has she ever been growing plants for 5 years now? Has he ever been paying his debts for 3 years? Has he ever been taking care of Miss Caitlin for 2 years? Have you ever been keeping the souvenir of mine for a long time? Have we ever been reading a poem repeatedly for 4 hours? Have they ever been buying needs and wants for days? Has Bernadette ever been leading the way for 3 hours? Have Nyla and Riley ever been feeling joyful for some hours? Have the children ever been writing letters in a notebook for 30 minutes? Again, this is Lynn's Learned English. Bye!